Okay, we're going to use the graph below, which shows the profit Y in thousands of dollars of a company in a given year T, where T represents the number of years since 1980. We're going to find the linear function Y, where Y depends on T, the number of years since 1980, and then answer the following questions. So the first thing we need to do is recognize some order pairs from the graph. So we can take a look at this first order pair, which represents 15 and then 75. And then we look at the other order pair here, which is 25, 45, since we can read it off the graph. So we have the first order pair, which is 15, 75, and the other order pair, which is 25 and then 45. So we're going to call this T1, this is Y1, this is T2, and this is Y2. So now we're going to find the slope of these 2 points. So M is going to equal Y2 minus Y1 over T2 minus T1. So we have 45 minus 75 over 25 minus 15. So 45 minus 75 is going to give us negative 30. 25 minus 15 is 10. So we get a slope of negative 3. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and use the point slope form. And the point slope form is Y minus Y1, which is equal to M times T minus T1. Okay, so let's plug in our first initial point. So these represent our initial points. So we're going to have Y minus 75, which is equal to the slope of negative 3 times T minus 15. So if we distribute the negative 3, we get negative 3t plus 45. Okay, and then 45, if we add 75 to both sides, then we get negative 3t plus 120. Okay, now that we have our function, our linear function, now we can determine this next question. The next question says find the t-intercept. So if we want to find the t-intercept, that means we got to let y equal 0 and then solve for t. So we have negative 3t plus 120, which is equal to 0. If we subtract 120 to both sides, we get negative 3t, which is equal to negative 120. Divide both sides by negative 3, and we get positive 40. So now, if we write this as a t-intercept, that means that the t value is 40 and the y value is 0. So that means 40 years have passed, okay, since 1980. So if we take 1980 and we add 40, then it's going to give us 2020. So in the year 2020, we can say that the company's profit is going to be 0. So here, when we interpret the t-intercept, in the year 2020, the company's profits will be $0,000.